Welcome to Sharon Lindsay Yoga and Wellbeing. I'm Sharon and welcome to today's nourishing practice, which is all about introspection. So we're going to be turning our focus very much inwards, noticing the chatter in our mind, noticing the sensations in our bodies, and allowing ourselves to be honest with ourselves and just see what comes up for you. So there's no pretense, there's no trying to perform in a particular way. We are being truly honest and noticing what frustrates us, noticing what brings us peace, and doing this in a way that does not involve too much thinking. So trying to allow sensations and experiences during the practice to flow through you with awareness and without judgment. So to begin, we're going to lie on our mat. So just allow yourself to settle on your back. With your legs extended if that is comfortable. If not, if you have any pain in the low back, you can bend your knees for now and perhaps it will become more comfortable later. So getting comfortable and finding stillness. And the first thing to notice is how stillness feels for you. More specifically, how stillness feels for you today. So you don't need to tell stories of I always feel this and I usually feel that. You can just observe what's going on today. Perhaps being still is comforting. Perhaps it's a relief. Perhaps it's a little bit agitating. Just be aware. And then we'll take a few moments to focus on the breath. Placing one hand on your tummy, just above your tummy button. And then if it's comfortable for you, perhaps your other hand rests on your chest. And as you breathe in, feel the hand on your tummy rise. As you breathe out, feel it fall. Perhaps you can also notice as your tummy rises on the inhale, the lower ribs also expand to the sides. And as you exhale, the lower ribs narrow and the tummy sinks. Just take a moment to notice how you feel. And if I ask the question of what do you need more of in your life, notice what's the first thing that pops into your mind. Keeping your mind focused on the sensations, the rise and fall of the tummy, the expansion and contraction of the ribs. Then release your hands. And we're going to bring both knees to the chest. Place your hands on your shins. And if it's comfortable, if you like, you can lift your nose up towards your knees, curling up in a little ball. Keep breathing. And then slowly lower the head and shoulders back to the earth. Clasp your hands around your right shin and then extend your left leg along the earth. Hug your right thigh close to the body. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, lengthen your left leg. And then bring that left leg back in towards the chest, that left knee. Bring your hands over to the left shin. Hug that thigh close to the body and extend the right leg long. Take a couple of breaths, feeling the movement of the abdomen against the thigh. And then bring that right knee back up to your chest and roll onto one side. Placing your top hand on the mat, gently guide yourself up to a comfortable seated position. If you have a folded blanket or a cushion, you can place it beneath your sit bones just to elevate your hips slightly, and then find your comfortable position. And this may be on a chair if sitting on the floor is not right for you. And then we're just going to begin circling the upper body in one direction, circling forward, rounding the spine as you circle back, and focusing on that breath. Reverse the direction of your circles. And then come back to stillness. Then we're going to bring the soles of our feet together into our butterfly pose, and then just move the feet forward a little so you have a diamond shape here. And with a long, tall spine, I have my hands on my shins for a little bit of leverage and support. And then I'm going to bring my chest forward towards my feet and then allow the forehead to come down towards the feet. And I'm bringing my arms forward and just resting them wherever is comfortable. Folding forward. Slowing everything down. Breathing fully and completely. In through the nose and out through the nose. Place your hands on the earth and just walk them towards you as you slowly come back up. Then we'll remove our blankets or cushions and come onto our hands and knees. And a folded blanket can be useful here if you experience discomfort in your knees. So we want to have the knees directly beneath the hips, the wrists beneath the shoulders, and the fingers spread nice and wide. And then we're going to inhale to lift the tailbone, drop the belly, and lift the gaze. And then just take a few breaths here. Notice how the breath feels in the body. Keep pressing the earth away with your hands. And on your next exhale, begin to round the low back. So curling the tailbone under, rounding through the low back, then the mid back, then the upper back, Then tucking the chin to the chest to round through the neck. And then breathing here. Taking a few deep, complete breaths. Again, you're pressing the earth away with your hands. The arms are long and straight. And then lift the tailbone, lower the belly, lift the chest and the gaze. Press the earth away with your hands and take a few breaths here. Notice the skin and the front of the tummy stretching as you breathe in and expand the diaphragm, pressing down into the abdomen. And on your next exhale, curl the tailbone under, round through the spine. Tuck the chin to the chest. Press the earth away. And then focus on the breath. Notice how it feels to breathe in and out in this position. Notice any sensations in the body. Do you feel anything in any of your fingers? How does your spine feel? How do your shoulders feel? How does your neck feel? And then slowly come back to a neutral spine. Walk your hands forward one step, keeping those fingers spread wide. Curl your toes, lift your knees, and then lift your sit bones to the sky. And as you press into your hands, your tummy moves closer to your thighs. Your chest moves closer to your thighs. Your spine is long and straight. Lift the sit bones towards the sky and breathe. And then lower your knees to the earth. Widen your knees. Bring your big toes together and bring your sit bones back as close to your heels as you can. Keeping your arms lengthened out in front of you, and perhaps your forehead rests on the earth. And breathe. And then begin to lift the sit bones. Bring the knees towards each other and bring your feet slightly apart so your shins are parallel again. Your hands are just one step in front of your shoulders as you curl your toes, lift your knees, lift the sit bones as you press into the hands, bringing the tummy closer to the thighs, downward facing dog. And breathe, gaze towards your feet. And then begin to walk your feet towards your hands. Keep your knees a little bit bent. If you can, your tummy is on your abdomen as you fold forward, allowing your head to hang towards the earth. Taking hold of your elbows, right hand on left elbow, left hand on right. Relax your neck, relax your head. And just allow your body to hang here like a ragdoll fold. Check that your toes are spread and your weight is even on both feet. Just take a few breaths here. Then begin to sink your hips. Release your hands from your elbows. Bring your hands to your chest in prayer pose. Your hands are at your heart. Your hips sink down and your chest begins to lift as if you're sitting in a chair and then press into the earth to come back up. And breathe. Notice how you're feeling. Allow any ideas of how you should be feeling to just evaporate. And with curiosity, observe the sensations in your body. Then we're going to step the right foot back. Keep the back leg straight. The front knee is bent, and just check that your knee is still above your ankle. Your back leg is strong and your chest is lifted. And you're also just tucking your tailbone down and lengthening in the low back. And breathe. Notice amongst the stillness and the silence if there's any internal chatter. Just be curious, allow it to be. And then we'll place the back heel down and angle that foot so your knee now turns out a little, your back knee turns out towards the long edge of your mat. And you're going to open your body towards that long edge of the mat. But just notice this knee, the bent knee will want to fall in, so keep that knee over your ankle as your chest opens to the long edge of the mat. Bring your arms parallel to the earth, gaze over that front hand and breathe, pressing down into both feet, lengthening the spine. Notice. Again, coming back, what do you need more of in your life? Allow the sensation of whatever that is to flow through your body. And then we'll straighten that front knee, bring your arms down and step your straight leg, the back leg to the front of the mat. Bring your hands back towards your heart. And I'm just going to come to the other side, but you stay where you are. Take a moment in this mountain pose, Tadasana, noticing how you feel. And then we're going to step the left leg back, bending the right knee. That knee is above the ankle on the bent leg. The back leg is strong, the spine long and tall, drawing the lower belly in as you lengthen the low back slightly. And breathe. Place your back heel down and allow the pelvis and chest to open to the long edge of the mat. Bring your arms parallel. Check that front knee, still above the ankle, it's not falling in. And gaze over the front hand. Allow that sensation. What do you need more of in your life? Allow it to flow through your body. Perhaps it's confidence, perhaps joy, perhaps trust, peace, whatever it is, feel it, allow it to be there. And then straighten that front leg as you bring your arms down, and then step your feet or walk your feet together. Bringing them hip width apart with your ankles beneath your hips, your arms by your sides, your shoulders relaxing. Bring your hands together at your heart, soften the knees, and take your weight into your right leg. And then bend that left knee, lift the foot off the ground if you can. If you're not balanced, you can keep your toes down or you can hold on to something. Open that knee and then place the foot above your knee or below your knee, or even have the toe touching down on the mat if you need extra support. Relax the shoulders. We'll spend some time here noticing notice any chatter in the mind. Can you stay focused on the breath? Bring that knee forward and slide the foot back down to the earth. Take a breath or two. Notice the sensations in the leg. Notice the breath. Bring your hands down. Just take a moment. So in a posture like tree pose, just notice things like, do you get frustrated? Can you find peace? Does your ego kick in and resist you falling over? Would you be frustrated if you fell over? Just notice all of these things. Can you be imperfect and accept the imperfection in the posture? So if you fall over, can you just accept that? None of this has any judgment. Please don't be judging yourself. It's just about being curious, learning how we react to certain situations. And once we notice, it can sometimes change how we react to certain situations. So let's bring our hands together again at the heart. Soften the knees. Take your weight on your left leg. Bend your right knee as you lift that thigh parallel to the earth if you can. Open the knee and then place the foot above or below the knee, or rest it on the earth. Can you allow yourself to take the support that you need? Can you allow yourself to focus on the breath? And then bring your knee forward and slide that foot back down to the earth. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, release your hands down by the sides. As you breathe in, sweep the arms up overhead. And as you breathe out, fold forward, bending the knees whenever you need to. Reaching your fingertips to the earth and allowing your head to hang. And focusing on the breath. Bend your knees even deeper. Place the hands down. Step the feet back, lifting the sit bones to the sky. Press the earth away as you bring your chest closer to your thighs. Take a few breaths. Then bend your knees, widen the knees as you place them down. Bring the big toes together and bring your sit bones back to your heels as you fold forward. Resting your forehead on the mat if it's comfortable. Keeping your arms reaching out in front if that feels good. If your shoulders are tired, feel free to bring your arms down by your side. And then just focus on the breath. Feeling your rib cage expand into the thighs as you breathe in. As you breathe out, releasing, letting go, allowing yourself to sink deeper into introspection. And slowly walking the hands towards you. And bringing the legs out in front. So bringing the flesh back behind your sit bones as you lengthen your spine, reaching for the sky. Lift up as tall as you can. And as you exhale, lift up one more little stretch before reaching forward and placing your hands wherever they land. Perhaps you get hold of your feet, perhaps it's your ankles, perhaps it's your shins. And just allow yourself to hang here. And slowly walk the hands towards you or slide them up the legs as you bring the body back up. Then we'll come onto our hands and knees. And we're going to bring the right knee to the right wrist. And just bring that foot forward so that it's in front of the left thigh. Now, the more parallel your shin is to the front of your mat, the more of a stretch you will get here. So if you need more, you can move your foot more forward. If you need less, bring your foot closer to your groin. And then you're going to lengthen that left leg back as you lift your chest, coming up on your fingertips. And then fold down onto your elbows. And then fold down all the way to the earth. And breathe. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Allow the silence and the stillness to give you the space to just be, to reflect, reflect on who you are. Notice what you feel. Notice any needs that arise. Then begin to press earth away to slowly come back up. Placing your hands about shoulder width apart, and then curl the back toe and just walk that knee forward. Bring the front knee back and you find yourself on your hands and knees again. We're just going to extend that right leg out behind us, roll onto the inside of that foot and reach your right hand for the sky for a supported side plank. And breathe. Feel like you're drawing your waist up away from the earth. And then bring that top hand down to the earth. Bring your knees hip width apart. And then we're going to bring the left knee forward, bringing that knee close to the left wrist, your foot in front of the back thigh, and then just walk that leg back and fold forward to wherever is comfortable for you. So coming to your elbows if you can. If you can't, if you feel you need support here, pillows and cushions are a great idea. And then if you can and want to, you can widen your elbows and come even deeper. Just allow yourself to be fully immersed in the sensations of your body. Notice any change in sensation as you spend time in this posture. And when you're ready, press the earth away with your hands and slowly bring yourself back up. Curl the back toes to propel that back knee forward, and then lift the front knee back so that the knees are hip width apart again. And then we're going to extend the left leg out behind, so you come onto your toes, and then roll onto the inside of that foot. Press into the right hand and reach the left arm for the sky, a supported side plank, and then draw that waist away from the earth and breathe. Bring that hand back down, bring that knee back in, and then come to sitting with your legs wide. So again, if you have a cushion or folded blanket nearby, it's helpful to lift your sit bones up a little and then widen your legs. Sitting up tall, reach your hands for the sky, and as you exhale, you're going to reach a little higher. Check that your toes are flexing towards your shins so your legs are strong, and then reach forward, allowing the spine to round when it needs to, and then placing the hands down wherever they land, and breathe. If you like, you can widen your hands and place them on your legs and just gently, very, very gently lengthen the head forward by pulling gently on the legs. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Allow yourself to just be. Notice the level of discomfort. Do you need to back off slightly by bringing your legs a little closer together or bringing your body slightly up? And again, notice your thoughts. Just take a few more breaths if you're comfortable enough. Keep relaxing those shoulders. Keep flexing those feet. And then slowly slide the hands up the legs. Take your time as you bring the body back up. Okay, let's bring the legs together. Remove any cushions or blankets. Place your feet on the mat near the bottom of the mat. Your knees are bent, and then just come down onto your elbows as we lower down onto our backs. Bring the feet a little closer to the glutes. Reach down with your hands. See if your middle finger can just touch the heels, and then relax your arms by your sides, the backs of the hands on the earth. So the feet are hip width apart and your knees are hip width apart. As you breathe in to prepare, feel the tummy and the rib cage expand. As you breathe out, tilt the pelvis towards you as you flatten your low back down onto the earth. And begin to roll the tailbone and then the low back and then the mid back off the earth. Press into the feet to lift the pelvis to the sky. Engage the glutes to lift that pelvis high. Notice the knees which may want to fall open. Try and keep them tracking parallel to each other. So that usually involves pressing the knees towards each other, but don't allow them to come together. They stay parallel. Relax your shoulders. And on your next exhale, begin to roll slowly down the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, until your tailbone reaches the earth. And breathe. Then we're going to cross the right leg over the left. And then we're going to allow, so perhaps step your left foot slightly to the right and allow your knees to fall to the left as you turn your head in the opposite direction. On the next exhale, bring the knees back to center. Uncross the legs and adjust so that the feet are hip width apart again. Now cross the left leg over the right and take one step to the left with the right foot. So just move your foot over towards the left ever so slightly so you feel balanced, and then allow the knees to fall to the right. Your head can look away from the knees towards the left if you like, trying to keep that left shoulder down. softening into the twist. And then slowly bring the knees back to center. Uncross the legs and place the feet hip width apart. Bring the shoulders down away from the ears. And then extend one leg long and then the other leg. Take a deep breath in through the nose, expand the tummy and the ribs. And take one exhale out through the mouth. Just settle the body onto the earth for Shavasana. And again, noticing stillness, noticing the silence and how it affects you today. Trying to just feel into yourself, your body, the sensations in your body, your emotional energy, your desires. Just allow yourself to bask in the sensation of you. The sensation of you is completely unique. Imagine you'd been asked to describe that sensation to someone, the sensation of being you. And as you lie here, you're doing the research for that project, you're studying everything. What do you notice? Try not to use words in your head, but sensations in your body. Whenever you feel your mind wander, just refocus it on the movement of the breath, the rise and the fall. When you're ready, Begin to move your fingers and your toes. If you like, you can stretch your arms out overhead, stretching the body long, lengthening the legs in the opposite direction. If you like, you can hug your knees to your chest. And if you like, you can bring your nose up to your knees. And then bring your head back down. And when you're ready, you'll roll onto one side. Take a moment here, keeping your eyes closed if you can. Place your top hand on the mat and guide yourself gently back up to a comfortable seated position. Feeling your sit bones connected with the earth. Feeling your spine long and tall. Your shoulders relaxed. Your jaw relaxed. Then bring your palms together and rub them briskly. Feel that heat build. And then place your hands over your closed eyes, absorbing that heat. And then open your eyes into the darkness. And then, keeping your hands over your eyes, you're going to look up into the darkness and look down into the darkness. Bring your eyes back to center. Look left, back to center. Look right, back to center. Look up, look down, back to center. Look left, center, look right, and come back to center. And then slowly allow your hands to slide down your face, letting the light back in. And then we'll finish with alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to place our thumb on our nostril. So I've got my right thumb on my right nostril, and then my ring finger on the left nostril. If that's not comfortable, you can choose another finger. Let me just turn around slightly so you can see. And we're going to take a deep breath in through both nostrils. Close the right and breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Close the left. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close the right. Breathe out through the left. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable. Breathe in through your left. Close the left. Breathe out through the right. In through the right. Close the right. Breathe out through the left. In through the left. Close the left. Out through the right. In through the right. Close the right. out through the left, in through the left, close the left, out through the right, in through the right, close the right, out through the left, in through the left. Release your hand down. Take a few normal breaths in and out through both nostrils. Just taking a moment here, sitting in silence and stillness with your eyes closed if you can. Taking a moment to reflect on that question of what you may need more of in your life. Maybe it's more introspection. Maybe it's more acceptance of who you are. Just allow whatever is coming up for you to flow through you. Bringing your hands together at your heart, gently opening your eyes. Take 3 full, complete breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the practice, and I would love to hear how you found it. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.